so today I'm going to be filming the first episode of a new series that I've made called Caffeine Conversions, and it's basically just like a sit down and talk about certain topics series that a ton of people on YouTube have made, but with just different names and that kind of thing. So this is not an original thing, it's just my take on the sit down and chat videos. So today I have my hazelnut cookie tea for my caffeinated beverage, and we're going to be talking about self-love and acceptance. So if you guys want to comment below some video requests for this specific series, then I will definitely do some of those. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so first I want to talk about my backstory on like self-love and that kind of thing. So a few years ago I was bullied really badly daily, and it really took a toll on me. And I wasn't bullied for like my home life or anything like that usually you see on TV shows, and I wasn't bullied because I'm fat. I'm actually bullied because I'm so skinny, and people were always like, why are you anorexic and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, first of all, you don't know my life, and second of all, don't joke about anorexia. It's not a joking matter whatsoever. So it just really got to me, and I didn't know how to like handle that, so that really made my depression and anxiety like skyrocket. So it was terrible, but then I moved schools and it's been good. I always tried my best to love myself, and I would tell myself all the time like, oh, I love myself, I'm so beautiful and all of these things. But as soon as somebody would say something about like one of my insecurities, such as being so small or my little legs or something like that, I would get really defensive and upset about it. So I actually hadn't accepted myself the way that I wanted to, and you know, it was just a really big struggle for me. I made everyone believe that I loved myself, and I faked my confidence and that kind of thing. And I would always tell people, oh, you just have to love yourself and like don't care what other people think about you, blah 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 blah, and like I really needed to be listening to what I was saying because it's stuff that I hadn't done myself. That's kind of like the backstory of my self-love and acceptance journey. Today, I actually do love myself, and I can honestly 100% say that I love most things about me. Sure, there are some days where I'm like, ooh, girl, you need to take a shower, like do something with yourself because you're looking weird and crusty. But now I'm like super cool with not wearing any makeup or wearing dresses, whereas I used to never wear dresses or anything that would show my scrawny little legs because I was super duper insecure about them. But now I'm good. It's good. We're good. I want to talk about some tips on how I've kind of come from being so insecure about everything. The first one is to follow all of those like bikini model, like super fit Instagram and Tumblr accounts and stuff like that. Just unfollow them, because I know in my case, looking at them is not going to motivate me to like go work out and strive for that kind of lifestyle. It's just going to make me feel bad about myself. So there's really no reason for me to follow them so that I get sad every time I see one of their photos, if you know what I'm saying. So unless you're really motivated easily from these pictures, I would say unfollow all of the accounts, because it's just gonna be a lot better for you, promise. My second thing is to try your best to quit comparing yourself. I still find myself comparing myself to people, but not like I used to. Like, I used to compare myself on everything, and now I'm like, I'm my own person. Why am I comparing myself to them? And you guys really have to get that kind of mindset where you're not the same person as them. You guys have two completely different like DNA builds. You are not the same person whatsoever. You have two completely different lives, and you are two completely different beings. So there's no reason why you should compare yourself to them when you guys have nothing in common on that spectrum. You might have like the same hobbies, or you might enjoy the same things, or you might have the same hair color or whatever, but you guys are two completely different humans, so there's no reason why you should be comparing yourself to them whatsoever. You have to focus on your good traits, and if you can't find any good traits whatsoever, then ask a friend, like, hey, what are your favorite things about me? And then focus on what they say. Like, even if it's not what you look like, there's way more to you than what's on the outside. Like, there's so much more to yourself than what you look like. Like, this is just a ship for your soul and for who you are. This is not who you are. Your skin does not define who you are. So you have to really look at what's on the inside as well as what's on the outside. Just focus on the good traits, and then the good will outweigh the bad one of these days. The last thing I want to talk about is surrounding yourself with positive people and thinking positive thoughts. I know that before I cut out all of my toxic friends in my life, it was so hard to accept myself, and I was always comparing myself because they would compare me as well. But whenever you find friends and you find people that don't compare you to others and that tell you how great you are all the time and tell you why they're so thankful for you, and you know, they're just good, positive people, then you're gonna eventually start being a positive person as well. If you have somebody that's always talking about how scrawny you are, or how fatter you are, or how ugly you are, you're gonna think the same thing. But if you have somebody telling you how beautiful you are and how cool you are and what a great person you are, you're gonna start thinking the same eventually as well. It really affects your mood and the way you think about yourself, depending on who you have around you. It's going to affect you more than you think it would, so keep that in mind. So what I'm trying to say from this video is everyone is different. There is no one like you. You may look or act similar to someone, but no one has lived the same exact life as you. Like, you are completely different than anyone else in this entire world, so why act that you guys are similar and compare yourselves? That's what I'm trying to say, is be who you are and love who you are, because you only have one life, and a life where you're sad all the time and comparing yourself is not gonna be one that you want people to remember you by. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to comment below or on my Instagram or Twitter, which will be linked below, any video requests or suggestions, and also topic suggestions for this series. And I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!